Hey everybody, what is going on? Let me take that out of there. Hey, what's going on, Cautious Castaway? You know, unfortunately, on this Miracle Monday, I have some really bad news. I really do. I'm sorry in advance. Silks BB Scratching, what's going on, babe? What is going on? Again, we got a situation. Let me share the screen. I'm going to take this off of here. This is Mr. Trevor Belle. He was a British taxi cab driver. What's going on, Sunray? Man, I know. Shoot, man, you probably into the next day, right? Unfortunately, this gentleman is no longer here with us. So I'm gonna read two articles. Bear with me. Yeah, because I want you to see the difference between both of these articles. So let me take this off of here and start sharing the screen. There we go. Let me take the other thing off of there. Yes, great Monday. Miracle Monday, but unfortunately with some bad news. So let me share this screen. I'm going to start with the NBC article so y'all can see this messery, because that's pretty much what it is. I'm calling it like it is. It's messery. Okay. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me, and then I'm going to move out of the way. Shoot, I done already had to restart this thing. Let me move myself out of the way. There we go. So we can enlarge the article. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, Silks. Let's see, some. Uh-oh. Trying to get to everybody. Sunray and the Underrated Darkness is here as well. Okay. So this article, now again, I already put both articles in the chat. So I'm going to start with the NBC, their news article. Okay. So okay, here we go. British taxi driver dies from the terrible global, I'm not even going to say that, after possible infection from unruly passenger. Loved ones of Trevor Belle, 61, believe he was harmed by a fare dodger who spat on him. This, I tell you, that is one of the most dehumanizing things a person can do. What's going on, beautiful? San Francis. All right. That is so dehumanizing. To spit on somebody. I mean, I tell you, some people just really have no home training. I mean, it's sad. It really is sad. Okay, let me keep going. A British taxi. Okay, let me drop down. Here we go. A British taxi driver who died from COVID-19 complications. I really don't even like saying that, but anyway, might have been fatally infected. Now, I hate this, might have been fatally infected. Now, again, I'm doing this so you can see the difference between NBC and how the way they report and The Guardian. Might have been fatally infected by an unruly passenger who spat on him, the man's family said. No, he was fatally infected. I don't like that might have been fatally. The dude literally spat in this gentleman's... Okay, let me keep going. Notice a lot of details are missing from this article. So Trevor Belle, 61, died last month at the Royal London Hospital weeks after an ugly confrontation with a fare dodger. His friends and family told the Press Association. I'm going to jump down through this. And I don't like the word allegedly here. Okay, got you. Thank you so much, Sunray. Underrated Darkness, I know you're still here. What's going on? But see, this shows the messery of our media. Like literally, the East Londoner was spat on by a passenger who allegedly skipped out on a 9 British pound fare after being dropped off on West Ham Lane. Let me tell you something right now. It was not allegedly. Time you put that word allegedly, the whole statement is like, okay, did it or did it not happen? You see what I'm saying? That one word, allegedly. Come on, NBC. Like, really? A few days later, he got rushed into the hospital. He spent 3 weeks battling it and unfortunately didn't make it to the end. And this is the gentleman's friend, Mr. Damien Briggs, told the British Wire service. Belle's family told the Guardian newspaper, which I will be reading from here shortly, that the attacker yelled at him, "I've got the Crown Royal virus and now you've got it too." Ain't that terrible? People literally, I mean, you can't make this up. This is terrible. You can't make this up. He literally yelled at this dude, "I've got it, and now you got it too." Wow. Deliberately spat on him. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you. Evil. Yeah, exactly. Evil. This, I tell you, this, oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, that is the end of that article. But do you see the messery of this article? Hold on. Before I go to the next article, I have a guest and I'm going to bring this person in. Yeah, exactly, Silks. People are just evil. Hey!
Hey.
What you think about this article?
It's tragic. Like Silk says, evil. And I do not want to get off the subject because I want to pay the respects of the family. It goes to show that it's not just in the United States, all around the world, the system do not protect us. And now they let this person get away and murder that he told them that he has the virus and and the cops and the system is moving deliberately slowly. So this could have been prevented. And it's sad because he was doing all he making a living. And we still got people just they figure they could do what they want to do. Like like I hope this person, I hope this person, the other person dead. But if he's not dead, ain't what telling what he could do next. It's just sad. It's just really sad that it goes hand in hand, almost hand in hand of the in this country. We approaching 100,000 deaths, and we got a president. I mean, Orange Crush 45. They're playing golf. Ain't what telling he have it. And it's not like he young. He in the 70s. It's just sad. So our condolences should go to the family. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Sam Francis said, right, just like they charge a person with HIV with murder. Exactly, because they knowingly, like they know that, okay, I'm infected, but then you're going to go do something and then you're going to infect somebody else. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to transition to the next article. I just wanted you to see how NBC just left out a whole bunch of detail. Okay, so I'm going to transition. I'm going to stop the screen. And I'm going to go to the Guardian article, which was better. It had better information. Yeah. Good luck with American media. Whew. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, it's okay. Let me see if I can. I'm going to have to make an adjustment on this right here. If it lets me adjust. Let me see. Okay. Looks like I can make that adjustment. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now this is the article from The Guardian. Yes, and definitely our condolences to the family. I am going to put a picture up of his family when we get to certain parts of the article so you can see. I did block out the identity of his children because that is, it's just a matter of safety. We got enough freaking predators out here. I don't have any kids, but shoot, man. Nah, I had to blood now. Here, let me go down through this right here. So this is an article from The Guardian. So here we go. Shout out to Simon Murphy for this article. For writing it. Tributes paid to cab driver who died of the terrible global experiment after being spat at. Heartbroken partner says she has written to Boris Johnson to highlight Trevor Belle's case. This article was written by Simon Murphy. Date of the article is Friday, May 22nd. This past Friday. Now, this gives you more detail than what NBC News did. A cab driver died with... Okay. A cab driver died with the terrible global situation after being spat at by a fare dodger who claimed to have the disease, according to his partner, who has written to Boris Johnson to highlight the incident. Trevor Belle, 61, died in the hospital last month after testing positive for the Crown Royal virus. I'm not even going to say it because y'all know how censorship is. Weeks earlier, his family say he was spat at by a passenger who refused to pay £9 British and told him, I've got the Crown Royal virus and now you got it too. Like, this person had the nerve to do this and then tell him that he had it and, oh, you got it too. Belle's partner of 28 years, Mrs. Kelly E. Y'all know, listen, I got this Ohio education. It's terrible, okay? With whom he had 3 children, intends to provide a statement to the police so they can investigate. Mrs. Esquilant, because dang, I have to remember shooting. Okay, 50, a patient transport liaison officer at Newham Hospital in London, has also written to the Prime Minister. So that's a long time to be with somebody, 28 years. I'm saying that's a long minute. Yeah, we do have to be extra careful. And yes, California, man, I ain't even gonna get up in that. Nah, I'm good. But at least your governor out there, Governor Newsom, shoot, he got ahead of that real quick. An online fundraiser for Belle, who was described by a friend as an ardent Arsenal fan. So ardent, he was an enthusiastic or a passionate Arsenal soccer fan who would always find a way to get a smile on your face, has raised more than 8,000 British pounds. So at this point, I am, whoops, hold on here. Still want to share the screen. So at this point, I'm going to show what has been raised, because I don't think I didn't go on GoFundMe and went on a little adventure, because I sure did. So this is how much has been raised in regards to, this horrific hate crime, because exactly that's what it was. It was a hate crime. So at the time of this article, 8,000 British pounds had been raised. Now they're over 14. It's now over 14,000 British pounds. And as you can see, the team fundraiser was started by his friend that I read in the last article of NBC of which was Damian Briggs. His friend started this GoFundMe for him, well, in tribute to him. So that's how much they got going on right now. But it's a shame because, listen, they were together for 28 years. That I couldn't imagine being with somebody 28 years and then to have something like that occur. Now, mind you, in the last article, it even said that whoever this person was, it was definitely confrontational. But again, there's no amount of money that can replace somebody's life. You know, he's gone. It really is a shame. Underrated. You got anything to say? I don't want to. You still there?
Just something here. It's just sad, you know. And then, you know, it's true that whoever says a hate crime, that is absolutely right. That it is a hate crime. It is a hate crime because this person have it. He let a person know, oh, I gave it to you. What evidence you need? And I go back to you. It just sad. It's not right. I give it back to you.
Yes, it is really sad, Silk's BB Scratcher. It really is. I'm gonna now continue with the article. I'm gonna take it down. But again, that was his friend raising money on GoFundMe. So getting back to the article, okay, I had stopped off at an online fundraiser for Belle. Okay, blah, 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 more. Okay, let me keep going. So this is his partner, Mrs. Esquilant, paid tribute to her partner and praised hospital workers who tried to save his life. He wasn't a granddad for very long, but he would have been a brilliant granddad, she said of Mr. Belle. He was a very inspirational dad. He always taught the kids right from wrong. She said he often worked in excess of 60 hours a week to provide for the family. He was very strong-minded and very truthful. Everyone knew if you wanted the truth, go to Trevor. If you couldn't handle the truth, don't go to Trevor. He just said it how it was. I did write a note here. First of all, salute to all the dads and fathers who are active in their children's lives. You're often not given the same esteem as the mothers, but you are appreciated. I am going to put up a picture of his family, of him and his family at this time. Yeah, well, yeah, right. Some people, they just don't care, unfortunately. So again, here is a picture of him and his children. There they are. Again, I wanted to block out their faces because, first of all, you know, hey, like I said, you don't know what predators are out there. So this gentleman was a family man. I mean, he worked in excess of 60 hours to provide for his partner and his children. And he was a person of character, as was stated in the article. I mean, 60 hours, that's a lot. And it said in excess of 60 hours. So he worked more than 60 hours a week. And another word that was used was inspirational. So this gentleman believed in a higher power. You got anything to say on that underrated one?
It's he believed in God, and he believed in God till he passed away. And I know there's gonna be some people, he prayed to God, but where's the justice for him? But you know, when you have a certain belief in God, a certain behind being, that's how it is. But in a human feeling, we want justice. You know, despite, I would say this. All right, this other person could die, and that's rightfully you should say that, and other people say in the chat. I would say it like this: press charge on the family. They should get something. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go back to the article now. Try to take this off of here. Okay, so again, this gentleman was a just a man of character. It even talks about how honest he was as a person, and he was hardworking, and he had a belief in a higher power. Let me keep going down through the article. This is again his partner, Mrs. Escalante acknowledged the family would probably never know whether the spitting incident led to Belle contracting the Crown Royal virus. She said she had written to, of course, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson after he spoke about a separate incident in which a rail worker, Belly Mujinga, died from the Crown Royal virus after being spat at by a man who said he had the virus. So again, this has been happening all over the place. I don't even know if he, talking about Mr. Boris Johnson, would have received it, but I've sent an email explaining what happened to Trevor, Mrs. Escalante said. She said she had pleaded with her partner to be careful while working and ensure he wore gloves and masks, which he would change between fares. Because again, he was a taxi cab driver. Make sure I didn't miss anything. She said the spitting incident first reported in the Daily Telegraph happened at around 12:30 on March 22nd on West Ham Lane in Stratford, East London. Now notice how this article has more detail than what freaking NBC News had the nerve to put out. A 2-page article that was not detailed at all. Belle told Escalante the perpetrator was white with an Irish accent and said he ran off after spitting at him. Belle flagged down a nearby police van and reported the incident. Now remember what NBC said, alleged report. No, this incident was reported. Escalante says, but he was informed the matter was not worth pursuing for £9 British. I'm about to get back into that. Let me just read one more. Escalante says her partner fell ill with flu-like symptoms for 4 days. Well, 4 days later. So mind you, He got spit at on March 22nd. So that means flu-like symptoms started to occur the 26th of March. And then he was hospitalized on March 31st of this year after waking up struggling to breathe. On 18 April, the family were told Belle had died. So he literally, from the time of the incident to the time of death, was less than 30 days. I'm telling you. But yet nobody got charged or anything, like nothing. Underrated one. You want to, well, let me do one more commentary and let me go. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Let me go back to the article. You know how it is. Let me share it. Okay. Move myself out of the way again. Yeah, so this paragraph right here, this in between paragraph, like I don't even know what the this is just awful. So mind you, look who the perpetrator was. They were white with an Irish accent, and then he ran off after spitting at him. He flagged down a nearby police van and reported the incident. It didn't say he allegedly reported it. He reported the incident. Mrs. Esquillant says, but he was informed the matter was not worth pursuing for £9 British. I mean, this is the... So because it wasn't more in British pounds, this gentleman should not report that somebody spat at him and then told him that they had the virus. This is outrageous. This is a hate crime. This should definitely be a freaking human rights violation. Okay, underrated one. I went on a rant.
All I have to say, family, gotta be careful. Protect ourselves at all times. But even if he was protecting himself, got spit at, he reported, still nothing ain't happened. And it seems that they're not going to do nothing about it, and they're not going to investigate anyway. Wow, wow, wow. Back at you.
Yeah, this, I just tell you, and it just shows you that this is happening to us all around the globe. Like this is the UK. And from the time he got spat on to the time of death was under 30 days. I mean, this is just terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Let me keep going. Now, this is again his partner, Mrs. Esquillant has given her consent for a sample of Belle's blood to be used in a project attempting to sequence the genomes of up to 20,000 Crown Royal patients, you know, the Crown Royal virus patients and victims, to help understand how a person's genetic makeup could influence susceptibility to the virus. That really, to me, is a real slippery slope. I can understand, but y'all know how they are with, you know, getting DNA samples and all that stuff. Results from patients treated in intensive care will be compared with those from 15,000 people who had only mild or moderate symptoms. So it looks like there's going to be a study going on in regards to, okay, the consent of the sample. And unfortunately, Mr. Belle had type 2 diabetes. And again, whenever like before anybody became the face of this terrible, wicked, global experiment, before it was African Americans being the face of it, before it was Asia being the face of it, the high risk groups was pretty much anybody who had a pre-existing condition, and type 2 diabetes was definitely one of them. You had anything like respiratory, like asthma, COPD, chronic bronchitis. Oh, it's just a definite. And of course, it was what, 60 years and over was also a high risk group as far as in relation to the high fatality rate of this terrible virus. And unfortunately, him being over 60, well, really at 60, and then him having type 2 diabetes, well, it just made it a difficult uphill battle. And that's what I will say about that. Let me see. Okay, now we're getting into the charges that could be brought up. Here we go. But hold on, going back to his friend. Belle's friend Damian Briggs said, "Best way I can describe Trev is just a jovial person who, as serious as life is, would always find a way to get a smile on your face so you can take your mind off the problem." So again, he's describing, of course, his friend's character, his personality. Now getting to this, so coughing or spitting could be charged as an assault on an emergency worker, punishable with up to 12 months in prison, or common assault if used against others, according to the Crown Prosecution Service. See, I got an issue with that. This man is no longer with us. And you telling me that the best thing, I mean, not the best thing, but the most y'all could come up with was an assault charge? What'd you think about that, Underrated? The best they could come up with was an assault charge. Can you hear me? Uh-oh, he might not can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What do you think about this assault charge?
It's an insult. That means they never was an attempt to investigate it. So they just want to make up some stuff and think people gonna go along with it and forget about it. Well, we know this is murder. But, you know. And then you got another incident. You say there was another incident happened to somebody work on a rail, right?
Yes, the other article said that.
See, that's two. Wow. But they don't want. They just want to say assault. Wow. You know what their mind is at. You know where their attention's at. Back at you.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like coughing and spitting on anybody should be an assault. But this right here is murder. Like this person literally told this gentleman, "Oh, I got the COVID-19. Now you got it too." Shout out to the Native Engine for coming in. How you doing? That's a good question. Why is our government handing out tax money to these people creating these viruses? Well, that's a let's make America great again question. Oh, I can't take it over to President Trump, because he's busy, but that's a question for him. Do I agree that we should be handing out money? No. Heck no. But you see the insult? Like literally, that's the best that this person would get would be an assault charge. Wow. Now I noticed the language says on an emergency worker. Listen, he's an essential worker. That gentleman from, what was it, that bus driver from Detroit, Michigan, had a lady in her 50s cough on him, and now he's no longer here with us either. I mean, and that lady, she didn't get charged with nothing. And here comes this BS. This okay. Whew, Lord help me. Okay, try not to literally lose control. A Scotland Yard spokeswoman said, "We are aware of media reports that allege a taxi driver." First of all, it's not allege. He reported it to the police, and they said, "Oh, well, because the fare is only €9." You see, Belle, you see this right here? Belle flagged down a nearby police van and reported the incident. This person says allege a taxi driver aged in his 60s was spat at on 22nd March in West Ham Lane, E15 at approximately 12:30. It's not alleged. It happened. It was reported. We continue to look for any police record or report that relates to this incident. Officers will be making attempts to contact his family to explore whether they wish to make a criminal investigation. See, this is the bullshit that I'm talking about. This is the bull crap that I'm talking about. First of all, the word allege shouldn't even be in this article. I don't like that word, but I understand that they're writing a quote from this person. But this PR strategy that they love to do. Well, we continue to look for any police record or report that relates to this incident. Officers will be making attempts to contact his family. Will be making attempts. So y'all really haven't contacted the family. And this gentleman he's been gone since 18 April. So we are over a month It's been over a month, and y'all. So pretty much what you're saying is you really haven't contacted the family yet. Do you not see the bull? Oh my God. Do you not see the bull crap? I mean, literally. This is the PR move they do all the time. They do this all the time. Well, we take this matter very seriously, and we are currently conducting our own investigation, and as details come about, there's only so much that we can say because we are still quote unquote investigating. Y'all are really evil. Y'all haven't even contacted the family. Look at the verbiage on that. Officers will be making attempts to contact his family to explore whether they wish to make a criminal allegation. Well, my gosh, it's only like over a month later. What you waiting for? Huh? So that this person who may or may not be alive to affect other people? Oh, so you guys are really into practicing herd immunity. Oh, wow, great. Okay, underrated one. I went on a long rant. What you think about this? This PR stunt.
Well, it's a joke. And then let's I don't want to throw this out there, but we know that he reported it. But the question is, where he said, did the police take it down? They probably didn't take it down either, because they don't want to go through it either. But I think about that too. I hope. I know he will report it, but who knows? They might not even want to take it down. So that's why I teach you. They probably know what's going on, and that's when they say what they say. It's just that this don't smell right. Or they know that he reported, but they don't want to bring it up too. Just stinks. It just stinks. Back at you.
I tell you, I'm telling you, the PR moves that they do is just sad. Like, wow, you really thought that people were not going to read between the lines of what y'all were really saying. So it's been over a month that this gentleman has passed away. Well, should I say who was killed, murdered by way of just straight ignorance and evil of a hate crime, and y'all haven't even contacted the family. Wow. But yet you call yourself the police. Wow. Okay. Then the article goes into another incident that occurred. I'm just going to read over this because, again, the focus is on Mr. Belle, not this other incident. Meanwhile, union leaders have condemned a disgusting and frightening spitting incident at a tube station on Thursday. A man approached staff at Mile End Underground Station and demanded they open the gate as he did not have a ticket for the barriers. The Transport Salary Staff Association said staff asked him to step back to a safe distance away, and he became aggressive and swore at an older female customer who had intervened and spat at her, the union said. really interesting how the union condemned this incident, but like, what the heck happened to this? Wow. Okay, now this is the end of the article with them talking about this other incident that the union was so outraged about. I am going to go down here and just make a mention because this article is from The Guardian. So I'm just going to focus on the highlighted. Misinformation and falsehoods are routine. At a time like this, an independent news organization that fights for data over dogma and fact over fake is not just optional, it is essential. The only thing I could really put on that was, let me see, what does my note say? Facts. Yep, that's the only thing I can say. I mean, NBC News, you know what? That was a really poorly written article. I mean, 2 pages. This one, at least I had, let me see, at least I had 3 solid good pages where I could actually get a lot of, you know, better information from than that 2-page article that I originally read from NBC News. And here with The Guardian, let me see, we believe every one of us deserves equal access to fact-based news and analysis. We've decided to keep Guardian journalism free for all readers, regardless of where they live or what they can afford to pay. This is made possible thanks to the support we receive from readers across America in all 50 states. Now, again, me personally, I've lost pretty much all hope in American media or, you know, in media in general, but it's nice to see that, you know, people are still striving to, first of all, tell the truth and not present some sad, watered down article like NBC News. That's why I included both of them so that y'all can see the comparison between the two. Anything you want to add to that, Underrated Darkness?
I don't know where to start. I really don't, because you covered everything, did a wonderful job. I'm just saying that if we get into any confrontation, try to avoid it. If you have to walk away, walk away. Stay far away. If you anything you want to get, and then if you forgot about it, it's always another day. Because we got people out here, they like to spit at people. They like to do certain things because they got it. And so they didn't have no conscience. If they don't have no conscience themselves, what means they don't have conscience of the next person? And it seems like it always happened to us that we die. Not saying that other people dying, because they are. And I'm just saying, yeah, fam, need to be careful. Be careful. Thank you. That's it.
This is a picture of Mr. Trevor Belle and Mrs. Esquilant. Of course, that was her partner of 28 years. And there's a reason why I held this picture for last, because really personally, I'm not getting into the topic of, first of all, what race or ethnicity his partner is. The main thing is that this was a family-oriented man, Black man, who supported his household, which consisted of his partner and his 3 children. And he had just become a newly grandfather, as stated in the NBC News article. And he had just turned 61 3 days prior to his death on 18 April of this year. So with that being said, we are at the we're at the conclusion. Yeah, we're at the conclusion of it. I thank everybody for even being here. Thanks to all, you know, just a special thanks to all those who have served, who are no longer with us, unfortunately. Is there any closing remarks you like to say, underrated one?
I could say thanks to everybody for coming. It's tragic. And salute to the brother and his family. And there'd be a lesson that it can happen. We just gotta be more conscious and just avoid it, trying to avoid it the best we can. So if it happens in UK, it can happen in this country. It can happen anywhere around the world. So let's be conscious of that. And again, excellent work. Thank you.
I thank you again for co-hosting with me. I am going to put on the same music I had at the beginning. And before I do put on the music, I'm just going to have a moment of silence to all those fallen heroes. And I will say that ain't nobody more patriotic than our Black men, because Black men have served and fought in every war this wicked country has fought in. Every war. There's nobody more patriotic than Black men. So I'm going to have a moment of silence, and then I'm going to turn on some music. Again, thank you for hanging in there with us. I love you as a sister. The Most High continue to lead, guide, and direct your footsteps. Now I'm going to have a moment of silence for all those who are fallen. And for Mr. Belle, and for his transition. Peace to all who are in the chat. If you are a moderator, y'all already know what to do to drop your link and hold and hug each other's channel. I'm going to play one more song as y'all do that. Shoot, I'm about to play my whole playlist. Oh my goodness, that was another groove pad featuring Back to the Basics beat. You know. First of all, just be safe out there. Make sure you take the necessary precautions. Wash your hands, wear your mask, don't touch your face. And shoot, don't let anybody come within 6 feet from you. But then again, if somebody be trying to spit at you, you know, hey, do what you got to do. I'm not inciting any violence. None of my statements are endorsed by the United States Army, Department of Defense, and or any other military branch, element, government entity. I love you as a sister. I'm gone.